The April 2015 Nepal earthquake, also known as the Gorkha earthquake 7/11, killed 8,964 people and injured 21,952 more. It occurred at 11:56 Nepal Standard Time on Saturday, the 25th of April 2015, with a magnitude of 7.8 MW1, or 8.1 Ms12, and a maximum Macaulay intensity of X, extreme. Its epicenter was east of Gorkha district at Bharatpur, Gorkha, roughly 85 kilometers, 53 miles, northwest of central Kathmandu, and its hypercenter was at a depth of approximately 8.2 kilometers, 5.1 miles. 1. It was the worst natural disaster to strike Nepal since the 1934 Nepal Bihar earthquake. 13, 14, 15. The ground motion recorded in Kathmandu, capital of Nepal, was of low frequency, which, along with its occurrence at an hour where many people in rural areas were working outdoors, decreased the loss of property and human lives. 16. The earthquake triggered an avalanche on Mount Everest, killing 22. 17. The deadliest incident on the mountain on record. 18. The earthquake triggered another huge avalanche in the Lamjung Valley, where 250 people were reported missing. 19. Hundreds of thousands of Nepalese were made homeless with entire villages flattened. 1920-21, across many districts of the country. Centuries-old buildings were destroyed at UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the Kathmandu Valley, including some at the Kathmandu Durbar Square, the Patan Durbar Square, the Bhaktapur Durbar Square, the Chaunaran Temple, the Bodhanath Stupa and the Swayambhunath Stupa. Geophysicists and other experts had warned for decades that Nepal was vulnerable to a deadly earthquake, particularly because of its geology, urbanization, and architecture. 2223, Darahara, also called Bimson Tower, a 9-story 61.88 meter, 203.0 feet, tall tower, was destroyed. It was a part of the architecture of Kathmandu recognized by UNESCO. Continued aftershocks occurred throughout Nepal at the intervals of 15–20 minutes, with one shock reaching a magnitude of 6.7 on the 26th of April at 12:54 and 8 seconds NST. 6. The country also had a continued risk of landslides. 24. A major aftershock occurred on the 12th of May 2015 at 12:50 NST with a moment magnitude, MW, of 7.3. 25. The epicenter was near the Chinese border between the capital of Kathmandu and Mount Everest. 26. More than 200 people were killed and over 2,500 were injured by this aftershock, and many were left homeless. The earthquake occurred on the 25th of April 2015 at 11:56 AM NST, 06, 11:26 UTC, at a depth of approximately 8.2 kilometers, 5.1 miles, which is considered shallow and therefore more damaging than quakes that originate deeper in the ground. 28. With its epicenter approximately 34 kilometers, 21 miles, east-southeast of Lamjung, Nepal, lasting approximately 50 seconds. 29. The earthquake was initially reported as 7.5 MW by the United States Geological Survey, USGS, before it was quickly upgraded to 7.8 MW. The China Earthquake Networks Center, CENC, reported the earthquake's magnitude to be 8.1 Ms. The India Meteorological Department, IMD, said two powerful quakes were registered in Nepal at 6:11 UTC and 6:45 UTC. The first quake measured 7.8 MW and its epicenter was identified at a distance of 80 kilometers to the northwest of Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. Bharatpur was the nearest major city to the main earthquake, 53 kilometers, 33 miles. As the crow flies from the epicenter. The second earthquake was somewhat less powerful at 6.6 MW. It occurred 65 kilometers, 40 miles, east of Kathmandu and its seismic focus lay at a depth of 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles, below the Earth's surface. Over 38 aftershocks of magnitude 4.5 MW or greater occurred in the day following the initial earthquake, including the one of magnitude 6.8 MW. The risk of a large earthquake was well known beforehand. In 2013, in an interview with seismologist Vinod Kimagawa, the Hindu quoted him as saying, "Calculations show that there is sufficient accumulated energy in the main frontal thrust now to produce an 8 magnitude earthquake. I cannot say when. It may not happen tomorrow, but it could possibly happen sometime this century, or wait longer to produce a much larger one." 32. According to Brian Tucker, founder of a non-profit organization devoted to reducing casualties from natural disasters, some government officials had expressed confidence that such an earthquake would not occur again. Tucker recounted a conversation he had had with a government official in the 1990s who said, "We don't have to worry about earthquakes anymore, because we already had an earthquake." The previous earthquake to which he referred occurred in 1934. 33. In fact, the 600-kilometer-long central Himalayan gap hadn't ruptured since 1505. According to the USGS, the earthquake was caused by a sudden thrust, or release of built-up stress, along the major fault line where the Indian plate, carrying India, is slowly diving underneath the Eurasian plate, carrying much of Europe and Asia. 28. Kathmandu, situated on a block of crust approximately 120 kilometers, 74 miles, wide and 60 kilometers, 37 miles, long, rapidly shifted 3 meters, 10 feet, to the south in a matter of just 30 seconds.